So these little oozy plant-looking things here, these are dangerous. Oh, jeez! Okay. Yep, definitely dangerous. Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to Astroneer. This game has received a pretty serious overhaul. Now, it was about a year ago, almost to the day, that the game launched in early access, and it was a pre-alpha game. They had it listed that way because they knew there was a lot that they still wanted to change about the game, and they've made so many changes over the course of the last year. But many of them are still kind of all about those core game elements, and they're at the point now where they've made some tweaks to the research system in the game that sort of builds the foundation of how the game works, and they've shifted the game into alpha mode effective their first anniversary. So there's a whole bunch of new features they've added into the game. I thought it would be fun to jump back in here, play around with it a little bit. So you can press F1 to learn more. So research catalog. The catalog stores your collected data bytes. Open the catalog from the side of your backpack and spend bytes to unlock new principal technologies. Accumulate bytes by, you can research objects to accumulate bytes, research operations. So basically they've changed the whole research structure around, where it used to be you would find these interesting little pod things in the world. And apparently I can't escape to get out of this. How do I get out of here? Oh, F1 probably. There we go. So it used to be you would hit these little, you'd find these little pod things. Like here's one up here in this tree up here. There's just two of them right here. If I can manage to get my little clicker on it. There we go. So there's one there. So you would find these... Wow, I can't swing the camera around. Help me! Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi! You're my only hope! Oh, there we go. Oh, I dropped it. No. Alright. Anyway, this is the start of some major changes to the game. They've decided to change the whole research system around. So instead of having like this really random element to it, as we find things and do the research on them, we'll get to unlock items that we specifically want to unlock instead of just having to get the ones that they're specifically given to us in some like random chance sort of thing. Now I gotta remember how to use everything in here. So the train tool is E. But basically, it's kind of like a space exploration and survival game. If you're not familiar with Astroneer, this is something I played last year fairly extensively for a couple months. I really, really enjoyed it. I like the whole element of the game. But I sort of left it alone for a while because I felt like there was lots more development opportunity for it. And it looks like with it moving into alpha, they're going to start to add in a lot more new content and a lot more changes. And supposedly it's going to be with monthly updates, so that should make things interesting. I'm playing on a Windows 10 PC right now, so I actually have the Xbox version of the game, and that lets me play on the Xbox or on the computer using the app on Windows 10. I'm choosing to use the app mostly because I like the mouse controls a lot better than I like the controller controls. So first off, we're gonna need a bunch of resources. So all this organic stuff here we can gather later if I want to use like a power generator for it, but there's this is compound. I thought they've kind of recolored stuff, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out what the compound's more of like or the resin I'm looking for. It's kind of more like a brownie texture now, I think. I'm gonna bring out my backpack. Okay, there's my backpack. Oh, I have resin. Okay, so it is compound I need. Nice. Resin used to be purple, so they've kind of tweaked that around. But I'm looking forward to see what sort of changes come through for this game. And I need to run for it because I'm almost out of oxygen. Sprint, buddy, sprint! Run, buddy! Go faster! Whew, oxygen. We're gonna need to make some tethers and stuff so we can actually explore a little bit farther out. But this compound out here is kind of the basis for building for a lot of different things in the game. So we're gonna need to get a decent supply of this. The resin is gonna let me expand out some of the different parts of my little pop-out things that come out of my my little pod there. I had so much fun with this game last year. I mean, most of what I've been looking for in this game is some sort of like further endgame development. Like, what's the purpose of being out here? When the game was originally launched in early access, the whole concept was supposed to be that you're... it's almost like the gold rush in outer space, and so you're headed out to the frontier essentially to kind of do exploring and trying to make your fortune kind of thing. And I wonder if that's the direction they're still going to go with the game. I think it's probably seen a variety of changes over the course of the last year. So I'm interested to see if that's what they continue to do. Let's get rid of this tool. Expand this out. Now I'm gonna make my base relatively large here, so I'm gonna try and leave some space here to accommodate for some little energy things I can put on the pods there. Okay, now we'll put resin on here. This will be our first little pond we can build on. Research chamber. That's probably going to be the first thing we need, I would think, just because we can't really make a lot of stuff without it. Well, look at that. Research chamber or smelter. Okay, our options are really limited now. Alright. So this is where we're going to have to stick those things that I found in the tree, and there'll be many other kinds, too. We'll find them underground, above ground. I feel like I'm on a bit of a slope here. But I'm going to need some power generation in order for this thing to work. And this uses something they're calling now streaming power. So it used to be you could fill up like a little battery bar on the front of it, and then it would be ready to go once the battery was full, and you would have basically one usage out of it. Kind of done away with that a little bit now. And instead, now they have this whole concept of streaming power, where we have to give it a constant supply of power in order for it to work. Can I get to this little pod thing up here? I want this research that's up here. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we have an unknown research item. Let's bring this back over to our research pod. I can't research it yet until we get some power systems, so I guess I should take a look. We did have some compound on our backpack here, so let's see. We can make a small generator, which I guess will give us some streaming power. Maybe I should make that. There we go. This small generator I don't really need on my pack. I'm going to stick it on here for now. I think what I really like about this game is, I mean, not only is the art style really nice, and you get some beautiful like landscape views and stuff of the planets, but it's also just like it's really modular. Everything really kind of connects together. All right, I got to learn a little bit about how this works now. So research chamber, canister, mineral extractor. Oh, I see these. So that's 500 bytes. Terrain analyzer. So it looks like there's different tiers of stuff here too. That's interesting. Okay, so we've got like a whole pile of stuff here that we can spend our bytes on. But first we gotta get some bytes. A little bit of bits and bytes. We have our research center, so I don't know. Interesting. Okay, if we collect up some organic, then we might be able to put it on there to get some streaming power. So we'll just blast all this down. There's a little bit of organic. Gotta be careful. I'm kind of like deforming all the terrain around my base. I kind of want to smooth it out a little bit so that we have... Oh, what is this? Oh, I uncovered like a really thin layer of the ground there. Either that or the plants were just growing out in nothingness, but I have a feeling it was just a really, really thin layer and I cut into it. There's a whole cave underneath there. Yeah, that's gonna need covering up. I'm guaranteed gonna fall into that thing if I don't do something about it. So it used to be that you had like a limitless amount of terrain that you could use, and I was playing around on this game with Kazi not that long ago. We figured out you actually have to like collect the dirt. Alright, so I figured out how to level terrain, and I want to do some of that, but I'm actually going to need to print a canister, so I've got to get that unlocked before I can get to the point where I can even smooth the terrain out. So I'm just going to have to be a little bit careful, I guess, when I run around here, that I don't take the big plunge down into this opening, because that's a long way down. If I fall in there, pretty sure I'm going to die. Alright, probably the canister is going to be one of the first things I'm going to want to unlock with bytes then, I guess. Let's put this organic on here. Bytes gained 70. Oh, I got 70 bytes just for doing that? That's interesting. I can put this research on here. Now, can I activate this thing, or does it have the same... Oh, it still has, like... Research sample detected. Total sample data, 294 bytes. Required research time, 6. Is that, like, 6 minutes? And we have a power graph showing. Maybe I should make 2 of these little power generator things. I wonder... I think you can get more bytes quicker, I think, if you produce more power generation. I think that's what I've seen. I don't know. It's kind of. I looked through the patch notes so I could get a sense of what was going to be different in this. And I think they were saying you could get more bytes. Now research required time 3, whatever that is, 3 minutes, 3 hours. I don't know. Press button will begin research. Sample will be destroyed. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Oh, it is minutes. Okay, so these have got to run for at least 3 minutes. In order for me to get the power I need, I guess. Small generator is the only thing I can make on my pack right now. That's interesting. Used to be there was a whole bunch of stuff like tethers and everything, so they must have maybe tucked all those things away behind this whole little research system now. How do I... Okay, there we go. So I'm probably going to want to get a little bit more organic, so just to make sure I have enough here. Give me more organics. I really have no other way to power this thing right now. It used to be you could make a little solar panel initially, but if you start off on a planet that doesn't have a lot of organics, I feel like this would be a lot trickier. Ooh, that thing's pulsating now. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the cost for a canister is only 40 bytes, so we can do the research for that already. We've got 261, 62, 60. Oh, look at it going up steadily. Okay. I didn't realize it was going to keep climbing like that. I thought it would just be a case of you get like a bulk amount when you finish the research item. But let's research the canister. Nice. So I can make canisters now, and that'll let me collect dirt, so I can kind of level off my base a little bit. Mineral extractor, which is a way we can get minerals out of the different dirt that we collect. It's kind of a cool new invention they added. Okay. Let's print a canister, I guess, maybe. If we go to our backpack now, then there's the canister, and it takes resin. So I'm gonna need to collect more of that resin that I found. I think I cleaned out that whole pocket of it, so I guess we'll have to find some more, so that we can try to get what we need here. Now I gotta get used to the color changes, because resin used to be a completely different color, and now it's like this brownish color. I feel like this world generation is a little weird. We've got some really, really weird thin structures here where the ground is, oh my gosh, look at the size of this cave that my camp is sitting basically right on top of. With a super thin layer of ground underneath it. I don't think it's supposed to be quite that thin, but I guess, I don't know. The game is just going into alpha, so we're probably going to see, over time, there's going to be a variety of things that are going to change about it, and I'm already running out of oxygen. We gotta hurry. One of the things I do like is that the whole system of power doesn't seem to be quite the same as it used to. You can dig kind of infinitely now. You don't have to run out of power and then constantly wait for it to recharge. Run, buddy, run! I don't know. He even... It doesn't say I'm suffocating yet. But it sure sounds like he is. Get back to air. There's the suffocating. There we go. We made it! We ran out of power on our little organic generator module thing. So what do we get out of that? Out of that research... hold on. There, go this away. 324 bytes we have in total. So we can... Oh, we can research tethers now, which would be good. That's funny, like it was showing a mineral extractor before, but now I've got all these other things I can open up. Small wind turbine. Power cells. Oh, that's interesting. Filters. Alright. Small oxygen tanks. So there's all kinds of little things that we can research in here now. Before it was just showing actual buildings. Before it was showing me actual buildings and I could research those, but now I don't seem to have a choice for buildings, so I wonder how that works exactly. These appear to be all individual, like, backpack items now instead. Solar panel. I guess I should research medium generator. That's 3,000 bytes for that thing. That's going to take a little bit more. Let's research tethers, because we're going to need those for some oxygen supply. I'd like to research the solar, but it's going to take 400. Small wind turbine. Alright. Interesting. How do I close this out? Cool. Alright, so I think if I keep supplying power to this little research station, I wonder if it'll keep generating bytes even though I don't have any research to put on it yet, because I need to go find some more. Some more little items that it can go kind of break apart for me and figure out what they are. Oh, you know what? I could just click on it. Oh, that's apparently I can't. All right, there we go. Let's shrink that back in. Okay, so we have that going again. Is it showing more byte collection? 294 and holding steady. So it's not accumulating anything until I actually add to it. Oh, okay, there's different choices in here. Research chamber. All right. So this is what I was looking at before. I'm not sure what this little thing is. This is almost like consumables or something. This is power. I thought that was power generation, but it looks like we've got like, here's our rovers and stuff in here. Medium rover, large rover. Open 1 seat, open 3 seats. This is all vehicles and everything. Smelter. This must be like our buildings, I guess. Narrow mod, medium printer, vehicle bay, medium storage, drill head, crane, and dynamite. Oh yeah, dynamite's always a good one. That's a fun one to play around with. I don't know how many practical uses it has, but it's certainly fun to play with. Mineral extractor, I feel like, might be one of the ones we want to get next, because we can turn any kind of dirt and stuff we pick up into that. Now, why is it? It's still consuming. All right, it's still consuming the organic I put on here to generate power, even though I don't really have a use for that power yet, which is, I don't know, that's maybe a bit of a nuisance. Let's research some tethers. We have resin, so I think I'm going to try and extend out another pod here for our base. I think I made a mistake. I didn't really intend to. No, maybe, I don't know. Can't remember how I meant to build this. So let's expand this side out. We'll throw some resin on. And then this will give us another little spot. Research chamber or smelter. I guess smelter is what we're going to want next, but we're going to need compound in order to build this. So I'm going to have to go get some more of that. Wherever I found that. I don't remember which direction it was in. All right, I found more compound. We dug up some of that, but it's right on the edge of this gigantic cavern. I'm a little scared of how thin the layer of ground is here around my little encampment. I want to drop this tree in here. Let's see how far this falls in. See a tree thing? I have to dig a little bit more into this probably. Get it in there. Get it in there. There it goes. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it fell all that far. But it's... Oh, there it goes. It's taking the plunge now. All the way down. It's not quite falling into the last bit. Oh, well. Interesting. Right. Like, living on the edge of the precipice there, I don't know that we want to play around with that too much. But I wonder if I can make... let's make a canister. This is going to take resin. And I used all the resin. That's why I got the resin. I completely forgot. Man, I have a brain like a squirrel. Alright, I got more resin again. I should really get back here before I run out of oxygen and die. Feel like that would be a negative thing. Okay, so we can print up a canister now. Although I don't have any place to put it. So let's put this organic on my shelter. I don't want to stick it on my little generators until I actually need it. So we'll stick this over here. Okay, so canister. We'll print up one of those. We even have resin hiding up here. Stuff's everywhere. Okay, so with the canister now, we can collect dirt. And then the dirt, I guess we can use to level things out. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it even takes on the color of wherever we grab it from. So, I'm really curious to see how this works in lieu of the whole infinite supply kind of thing. When I was playing around with Kazi, we had the same effect here. We had to, like, collect dirt and stuff if we wanted to do any building, but it was a little unclear about what exactly was going on. So, okay, so this canister looks like maybe is it half full? Must take a lot of dirt in order to fill this thing up, I guess. I'm gonna wind up getting more organic here too. 3/4 full, I guess. Okay. Is it gonna tell me when it's full, or is it just gonna stop collecting dirt, I wonder? I don't want to dig too big of a pit in the ground because there's still like big cave under there. Okay, so it turned green in the middle, so I guess that means it's full now. And put that away. You better run, buddy. Run, buddy, run! Give me the air! Alright, we're good. Okay, so I want to flatten out my base in here. So if I pull this tool out and hit Control, then I get a flatten effect. And if I start underneath my base, at least this is how it used to work. If I start under the base, then I can kind of... No, that's not working at all. Control-Alt. Oh, I was hitting Shift. Ah, there we go. Now that works better. So we flatten this out. Oh, it actually takes on the black color too. This isn't taking on quite what I had expected. There we go. So if you start from a particular level and then when you go around, it should actually flatten everything out to that same level, whether it has to move things up or down. I don't know how much of this ground is, how much dirt in the canister is gonna like get me anywhere here. How full is my canister now, actually? Oh, actually, that didn't even take all that much. So we flattened out a big segment there, and it didn't really take all that much. That's pretty cool. I'm going to try and flatten around the area all around the base so that I have a good flat space to work on to build. And then I'm not dealing with like some weird slopes and stuff. Well, I ran out of stuff in my canister, but I was able to flatten a fairly large area here. Now, there's actually... These holes are what I really want to cover over so I don't accidentally fall into them. I'm going to take care of that. And then I think we'll go out hunting for some more research. Actually, there's a research item right there. We can grab that. Now, we've already researched this shape and color, and I don't know whether that makes a difference anymore. It used to be that you wanted to get different types like organic or technology items or whatever and stick them on your research, and you would open up different items with it, but I have no idea whether this works that way or not anymore. How do I... Nope, I just dropped it on the ground. Good job, me. Stick that on there. We'll grab our organic that I stuck on the back of our little space pod here. We can put that on our generators. If I actually manage to put it on there, that'd be great. Pick that up. There we go. There's one. And we'll stick a second one on there. And then we'll have to go over here because this thing still has to push the button to activate. There we go. Sample data remaining, 946 bytes, 943. Okay, so as it counts down, oh, this one's 8 minutes and 22 seconds. Even though it looks like it's the same research, it's not. That's interesting. Press button to cancel research. Sample will be destroyed. Maybe that's what I did by accident last time. Did I push this button and cancel my research? I think I might have. That's not a good idea. Well, I used my leveling tool to build kind of a cover for a large part of this thing that was here. I think I actually got something that was on a bit of a slope, so I've got a weird, like, downward trend on my stuff here. That's not quite what I intended, but it does give me a cover over top of a large part of this gap that was just dropping into the... Like, look at this. If I dig this out, this plane just goes right down. I don't really want to go there myself. So I really kind of want to get that covered over, but I do want to go explore that cavern. I don't want to go through it that way. Because, you know, that way's death. Whereas if I can find a different entrance, it's maybe a little more gradual. That might be success. Okay, so we had... Oh, we didn't get enough. This thing ran out of power again. Do I have, like... Do I have, like, organic stuff? No. Okay, I thought for a second that I could take the organics off of my... What's my little gun thing there? My little collector tool. There we go. Even though it wasn't completed, I thought I might be able to use it, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So we can grab this now. Let's stick this on here to help boost our research time. We do need to get a... Oh, it actually gets... It really does power it faster. You can hear it, like, power up. Okay, so we have... How many bytes? 740 bytes now. Let's maybe try to look for a different power mechanism for our research here, because having to constantly gather up organics to put on here is really kind of a pain. We have here a small solar... But I feel like there should... So that's a beacon. That's a work light. Oh, cool. Work light. Medium rover. One-seater. Winch. Shuttle. Enclosed one seat. Alright, that's all transportation stuff. I want to find... Like, there used to be, like, a larger solar panel. Wide mod. Alignment mod. So that's not what I want. Vehicle bay. Drill head. These are all buildings. It's all research-related. Canister, mineral extractor, inhibitor, trade platform, fuel condenser... Okay, I guess there's the larger solar panel there. It looks like maybe as a condition to have it, well, I either have to get 2,500 bits or maybe I have to get this one first. Let's get the small solar panel. If nothing else, that'll give me some way to power this that doesn't require me to constantly collect organic. Because I could see that kind of becoming a bit of a pain. How do I put this gun away? Oh, there we go. Right, so there's small solar takes copper. Oh, that stinks. I don't have any copper. But if we use compound, we can make this this research. No, that's not. I don't want the research chamber. We want the smelter, which also takes compound. Oh, that's convenient. All right, good. So if we make the smelter, then at least when we find, I think it's malachite that turns into copper. But we have to go underground to get that, which I guess will be probably where we should go next. I should think. Resin I'm going to leave here. Let's drop that on the ground. Make sure we have room to collect some stuff. I'm going to keep the tethers there for now because we're going to need those, and we'll probably need to make more tethers. Let's go find our way underground. We can try to find some malachite so we can make some other stuff. I want to make that solar panel, and we're going to need copper for that. Okay, so... Oh. It used to be there were, like, cave entrances you could kind of wander down. Oh, I guess that's one right there. Okay, so it's got a weird, like, drop-off there, but... There is a cave there we can work with. So I just got to get close enough that I can stick a tether down. That's not going to work. There we go. Nice. The cool thing about the tethers is they give you light as well as oxygen, so... Two useful things. You know, if you want to survive and all. Oh, ran out of tethers. Okay, so... tethers. That was the last compound. So we're going to have a fairly limited number of tethers, but as long as I can get low enough down to start getting some of those metal resources that we'll need. Oh, no, what did I make? Oh, I just made 2 tethers. Didn't entirely mean to do that. Oh, well, it's not like they're going to waste. We're going to need them at some point. Just hope it doesn't take up too much space in my backpack. To the point where... Oh, there's malachite. Oh, it's green now. It used to be like a yellowy color. That's some weird graphic glitches down here. Okay, so if we use our tool... The terrain deformation in this is really awesome. I don't think I've seen a game that does it quite so well. Really, really liking this. I kind of wish that the terrain deformation in Gold Rush was a little... approximated a little bit better the way this is. But that's okay. Alright, so we'll get... wow, I'm sliding. I'm sliding. I lost track of my tethers here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put some tethers around this so we can get light and then oxygen for a couple of... Oh, there's a whole tunnel down there we could go down. This one goes downward. We've got some more somethings over there. Some yellow. Now they've changed the colors on things. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at anymore. We'll take out the malachite, because that will definitely be helpful for making some copper. Thank you, malachite. Yeah, we might even find a little research item that was underneath this plant down here. I'm not sure. So much has changed. I don't know what to expect anymore. I had the game all figured out at one point. Now it's kind of a lot of guesswork for me again, which is cool. It's almost like playing a new game again, except I have some familiarity with the mechanics. All right, that's a undulating, gross-looking mass. A little bit more malachite. I don't think I got that much out of that. So I got 3, and I almost have a 4th one finished. I was hoping there would be like one more little piece of malachite hiding here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. I think I might be out of luck. This one's all tapped out. Can't do anything with that, apparently. Okay, let's maybe go check a tunnel down here. See what we can find. Looks like we might have found another drop-off. Actually, it's not that bad. So these little oozy plant-looking things here, these are dangerous. Oh, jeez! Okay! Yep, definitely dangerous. I thought they were... There's these plants in the game that have little spikes that come out of them. If you get too close, they spike you. I thought that's what those were, but it exploded. So clearly it wasn't that. Man, I don't know where I am. Looks like they changed a few things. You used to be able to see the space station you started from in space, and you could build all the way up there if you were determined enough. Now I don't even see it anymore. I don't know if that's possible. All right, I gotta go find my body. Yeah, because I have nothing on me. Great. So, note to self, try to dig those things up from a little bit more of a safe range, so I don't have to deal with that so much. Okay. There was a way to get these things onto your backpack directly before, and I don't remember how to do that now. Is it right-click? No. Oh, the sound down here is cool now. I don't recall there being that kind of cave echo. That's pretty sweet. Lots of storage on these packs now, which is good too. Okay, so we have 3 of our malachite there. Nope, no, I don't want to set a marker for people. There's no one else in the game. It's just me. This looks like laterite down here, which is used to make aluminum. And the cave goes deeper still. Man, there is so much we could explore down here. I do love the sound changes. So they've added like some new music and stuff in the game, and it sounds like they've they've given the caves more of like this expansive feel by making that little bit of an echo sound when you're doing stuff down here. Very cool. Now that might have been a change that came about before this research change, because I haven't really played the game a lot in the last, I don't want to say like 9 or 10 months. Alright, that gives me 3 laterite. So I've got enough to make 3 aluminum and enough to make 3 copper. I'm running out of space on my pack to be able to carry stuff. I kind of want to get just a little bit more oh, there's more of those evil plants. Get out of here. Gross things. Oh, there's a tunnel going upwards there, too. Man, you can get lost down here really easy. It's a good thing that the tethers also provide like a little guidance so you can find your way home. Just playing Hansel and Gretel with your little breadcrumbs. Is there more here? I'm seeing a little bit more on the ground. We should be able to get a little bit more out of this. A little more. There we go. Alright, so that should give us a pretty decent amount of... decent amount of malachite so we can make... Oh, what's this? I think we have a research item here. Ooh, we do. Yes. I need to dig that out, though. There we go. And carry this all the way back with us, and we'll see what kind of research points we get out of this thing. Oh, I still didn't finish the research item that was on there. So we have this one to work on, which should give us a decent number of points, hopefully. It's a new-looking shape, anyway. Alright, if we go over to the smelter, we're going to need a little bit more power to run this, probably. Yeah, it's not powered up. So we'll put our malachite on here, I guess. We'll make all copper first. And then we can use that to make solar panels, which would be good, because it would be nice to get a couple solar panels on here. Now, they're not going to help us at nighttime until we get, like, some sort of batteries or something to store the power. If we take one of these over here... I don't think I have any organic on me right now. I don't. So we gotta go collect some more organic. I gotta say, I think I'm liking the changes to this so far. I was actually a really big fan of the original game. Like, when it first came out, I thought it was so much fun to play. It was fairly intuitive. It wasn't needlessly complex. It had a lot of fun elements to it, some great exploration and stuff. And it was, you got that really nice sense of, like, I don't know, like joy or something when you were moving from one planet to another. Like that opportunity to kind of just blast off into space and go check stuff out. So I thought all that stuff was really well done. I do like the changes to the research, though. I think it gives you a little bit more control over the stuff that you're getting, whereas before it was fun to get like some randomized stuff, I guess, because there was that random chance of like, what am I gonna get this time, and you would uncover things that you didn't know about, and that was pretty cool. But having the ability to have a little bit more control about the types of things that you're actually learning and unlocking, I think, is really going to add a lot to this game in terms of player interest and accessibility. So that's really cool, I think. I'm looking forward to doing more exploring in this and getting off planet again. Now, they are supposed to be working on... Oh, look at that. Now it's... So, that's good. So now that I'm generating power here, and it's sending it off because it doesn't need it, and we've got double power going to our research station for more bytes, which is good. Get our smelter going. This will give us the copper we need. Let's grab this. I gotta remember how to put stuff instantly on my pack. I just don't remember how. See, I've got... Oh, maybe my pack is full. My pack is full. That's the problem here. What do we got here? Alright, we have more organic, so I guess I'm going to leave that here, because I don't really have a good use for that on my pack right now. We can just set it here so we can use it for the base to generate power. We don't want tethers. Small solar is what I'm going to make. It looks like now you only consume power too when you're actually crafting things in your pack instead of digging, which is kind of cool. So let's get the small solar off of here, and we'll stick it on here. Again, not going to be terribly useful at night, but during the daytime that should help. Oh, cool. Okay, so I stuck the small generators just on the pod instead of on that little island thing. And we can even run them up there and generate power. So we've got power to continue our research, so our bytes continue. No, how many have we got unlocked now? 689 bytes. So we're getting there. Mineral extractor lets us take dirt that we've dug up and turn it into the different minerals and stuff that we need in order to play the game. I could see that being super helpful. So let's research that, I guess. That could be one of our next buildings that we'll make. Right, so we've got the mineral extractor all researched. Now, if I grab some resin here... To, I think 3 will get us to the point where we can get the building extended out. Like so. I don't like it digging downwards like that. That kind of stunk. Just changed the level of my base. Everything was starting to get a little flat. Now it's not so flat anymore. Okay, so research chamber, smelter, mineral extractor. We need compound for this. I only had 1. Do I have another one on the ground here? No! I'm all out of compound again. Needs more compound. I'm not even sure whether there's some more around me here. I'm sure there'll be some more on the surface. Okay, we found more compound at the entrance to another tunnel here. Now, we're a little bit far away from the base. And I didn't run tether lines all the way out here, so I gotta be a little bit careful. Now, fortunately, there is a patch of these little oxygen crystals here, so I can mine those up. And that gives me an oxygen refill, which is great. Actually, I had almost enough for another. That's it, though. All right, there's another little patch here. It's gonna give me an oxygen. There we go, an oxygen canister. Nice. Okay, so it'll use up that canister before letting me suffocate, which is good, because you know nobody wants to suffocate so much. I think that's all the compound that was here, so that's okay. That'll give me what I need anyway. Okay, oh, that research is finished. Let's put another research item on here. We're gonna need power again for that to work, but in the meantime, we have this to do the mineral extractor. I love the way it, like, prints them in. Alright, compound sample needed. Lithium sample needed. Titanium. So I guess you put, like... I don't know. I guess it's the sample you're choosing, and then you put the dirt canister on the front here, which produces it. So if I wanted malachite, for example, I would put the canister there. Coal, titanium, lithium. I wonder how much dirt does it take to make lithium? Should we find out? I have no power, so it's not going to matter. I think I just put it right back on my... Oh. No, it emptied it. Oh, I see. So you put the canister on, it fills in a little bit, and it fills up this container up top here. So it would take a bunch of different canisters to actually fill that up. Which I'm not going to spend the time on just now, because we don't really need it that desperately. I think, though, I'm going to call it a wrap for today. This has been pretty fun. We'll come back and do some more of this. We'll check out some more of the research items. I really enjoyed this game when I played it ages ago when it first came out. So I kind of want to do it again. I want to blast off and get to some other planets, and we'll go through the whole research tree and see how that all works out. There is going to be updates for this apparently monthly going forward. I look like I have an alien face inside that dome. That's a little spooky. It's an alien. Look, just like that. Looks like I've got an alien face. It's so weird. Anyway, they're supposed to be doing updates like monthly now that the game is in alpha right through to, until it's in beta, and then they'll stop adding in content and work on cleaning stuff up and what have you. I don't know what the timeline is exactly for the length of the alpha. Maybe it'll be another year. I'm not sure. Nevertheless, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm sure it will continue to be more fun. Thanks, everyone, for checking out the video. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.